Alright, this is test one with natural lighting coming off to my left-hand side. Of course, COVID here, don't care. Just on the 14 millimeter wide-angle lens, just seeing if it's good for interviews and testing everything. Lighting, I guess, yeah. There we go. So, test one, natural lighting, off to my left-hand side. 14 millimeter, no lighting, no artificial lighting. Alright, test two with a GVM light box to my right. Natural lighting here, windows open. I forgot to say on the test one. Shade is up. Try one with shade down. Just want to get a feel for how the wide-angle lens performs in a interview setting. So, of course, I have the other kit coming, but I want to see how this works. All right, natural lighting, shades down. Sun is to my left, without any artificial lighting or LED boxes on right now. I just want to see how this looks. I noticed in the other test that there's a bar in the window that is coming up on showing on camera. One of these bars here, and you can't have that. So I'm gonna work with and see what happens with the shade down and artificial lighting. This is the next test with a light box on to my right, shade down, wide angle 14 millimeter lens, and I want to see how this performs. If it's lighting correctly, the light is on at 100% at I believe 55 Kelvin, but okay, 48 Kelvin. I want to see how this looks. I'll be trying different arrangements and where they'll place the lighting, but it's directly to my right. All right, test number, I don't know how many tests I've done so far, it's a lot. I'm filming on a 14 millimeter wide lens. This is the ultra wide. Shades are down, lighting is to my right. I have two artificial lights, GVM boxes, my left and right hand side, both at 48 Kelvin. And I want to see how this lights me up. From looking at some of the previous tests, I like how the back is lit. It's not too bright. It's not like coming in this way. But I myself, I'm not lit up, and hopefully this is a much better setup. Test one with the 45 millimeter Sigma L-mount lens. Shade up, of course, the sun to my left, and no artificial lights on. And hopefully, I'll see how this test turns out. I think the same problem's gonna occur where I'm gonna have a bar, maybe somewhere on my face, really lit poorly, so it'll be bright here and dark here, which of course that could be like a cinematic look, but for an interview, I think that's a little not as good as it should be. Thank you. Test two for Sigma 45 millimeter L-mount lens, shade down, of course, sun still to my left, no artificial lighting on. I assume that this is going to be very dark. I will be very in shadow with the window, brighter. I don't think it'll be extremely bright, but from the other previous tests, I think this is the least optimal way of filming. So this is test but for, I'll of course label this properly. And I have, of course, the 45mm lens, and sun is still off to my left, shades are down. I have a GVM Light box to my right that is on, the left one is still off, and I want to see what this does, of course, in post-production. It's different when you're the one in front of the lens instead of being behind it, and it's weird and tough to do this. Like, this is a single party. I'm doing this by myself. All right, thank you. Okay, guess this is the final test where I have both lights. Of course, the 45mm L-mount Sigma lens with the sun still off to my left. Shades are down. I have two GVM light boxes, both at 44,000 Kelvin, and they're both on. I'm hoping that this is the best lit. Of course, you know, the lighting in the background, but I'll see what I can do in post-production to bring myself up a bit. And I shoot extremely low ISOs just in case I need to do this, because when you shoot at high ISOs, you definitely will have much more noise if you try to bring something dark and make it lighter. But you never want white overblown things, because there's no information left on the sensor. When something's overblown, you can't really recover it. If something's too dark, you may be able to denoise and bring it up a little bit to help with that process. I hope this one is it, because my very first interview with this camera is coming up, and I'm really excited about it. Talk to you later. The dual light setup seems to work the best when it comes to portraits, and I just want to nail this interview right. Of course, I'm doing it for a nonprofit, and I want to make sure that they have the best process possible. I also have a mic coming, so I'll have a shotgun mic, and I'm really excited about expanding cinematography and moving forward. Of course, I could put a hat on over this hair, but I'm not going to. This is, you do what you gotta do in pandemic times. I'm gonna tweak a little bit with the colors, maybe make it a little bit warmer, cooler, but I am highly impressed with the light boxes that I got from GVM. Battery powered, extremely strong, they're extremely small, portable, and again, the battery powered, it being battery powered, it means that I'm not tethered and bringing around all these cords. I, of course, got a Sigma FP because I wanted to be able to move around, do things, but I just wanted to scale up when I needed to. But yes. All right, so just playing around with the color balance and the Kelvin on the lights. I think a bit warmer would bring like a more human tone instead of just the bright whites and bright